Right, let's start today's session. Yeah, good evening. So in the last session, we were discuss about fundamental concepts in Python, like Python indentation, comment section in Python, keywords or reserved words, and also we were discuss about identifiers, and there are some rules to define identifiers. Okay, yes. And today we'll continue two more fundamental concepts that are variables and multiple assignment process. Then after we'll start with data types in Python. So what is variables? So I can say that variable is also called as identifier or not. Yes, because as I said in the last session, identifier means it can be any name in Python. So variable name, class name, function name, any name is called identifier. So variables also called as identifiers. In Python, variables are also called as identifiers. Yes, variables are also called as identifiers. Yes. Today is your first class means at the end of the session, I'll tell you what you should do. So I strongly recommend my previous 4 video sessions just by following DURGASOFT YouTube channel so that it will be clear. I'll assist you. Please wait. So variables are also called as identifiers, but in Python, variable is having a separate definition. Variable is nothing but variable is a named memory location. What is variable means? Variable is a named memory location. For example, if I say a value 10, so a is a variable, value of this variable is 10. So if I ask you where that this 10 value is going to store means a memory. So this is a memory one. So in this memory, 10 value is going to store. Ultimately, internally, this a variable will get some memory address also. That is different. So, but it is going to store inside the a only. So if I ask you question where this value is going to store means a memory. So that's what it's a variable is a named memory location. While declaring variables in Python, okay, look at this. While declare the variables in Python, variables, we need not to specify any data type because Python is a dynamically typed programming language. If I say like this, int a equals to 10, not valid. A equals to 10, this is right, valid. Okay, because you know that this is a valid expression. No need to specify any data type for this variable because dynamically typed programming language Python. So dynamic means runtime. At the time of program execution, based on the value, data type will decide internally. Okay, that already you know that. So every value is having its own variable. Yes, whatever the value you are going to assign, that should be there some variable. So this is variable definition. Let's look into quick example. So to write programming, what we have to open? PyCharm. So already I just introduced PyCharm. Let's open PyCharm Community Edition. The moment when we open PyCharm, recently on which project I worked, that project is opening. Like this is not your project. So let's open your project. To open your project, file menu, open Python full stack 8 PM is my project name. Let's click on OK. click on this window. So previously what I discussed, that is directly opening now. So now you can see a value 10 here. Print a, print type of a. So type of a means type is a built-in function to get data type of your variable. So what type is assigned? Integer type. If I go with 10.9, what type assigned? Float type. If I go with this, suppose group of characters, it's what type? String type. So I'm not deciding here integer or float or string like this. Okay, not deciding. Why? Because it will not allow. As a programmer, you need not to specify any data type. Based on its value, variable will get automatically typed. So if you want to know what type of variable it is, just try to get this print type of a. Type is a built-in function to get the data type of this variable. String type it is. Even you can see single character also in Python string, because there is no char data type. In other languages like C, C++, char data type is there, but in Python there don't be any char data type. Even single character also treated as string. No character also treated as string, which is having in double quotes empty string it is. Some any numbers also there in this string. Yes, once the values which is enclosed within the double quotes, that is called string only. There is no char data type in Python. So this is called variable declaration and all. Okay, fine. Next, we have a concept called multiple assignment concept in Python. So right now we assign this 10 value to this variable. Okay, we are storing this 10 value to this variable a. So that means single assignment it is, because we are assigning single value to this variable a. It's not about multiple assignment, you know. Yes. So what is multiple assignment? So let's see this. Multiple assignment means multiple assignment is the process of assigning a single value to multiple variables, and also it is the process of assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Yes. Multiple assignment is the process of assigning a single value to multiple variables, and also it is the process of assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Yes, both are same. I'll try to discuss both now. So first let's go with single value to multiple variables. How do we assign? So single value to multiple variables means A equals to B equals to C equals to 10. Look at this. The right hand side, what we are giving, this is value. This value directly assigned to 3 variables at a time. So we can, this expression is for instead of this one only, like this A10, B10, C10, like this. This is same, this is same. So why we need to write 3 variables separately, same value? No, yes, to avoid this script. So better to use what? Multiple assignment. So at a time we are assigning single value to multiple variables. Now I'm trying to print this variables one by one to display output of this variables A, B, C. So let's print this, execute this 10, 10, 10. We got this because A value 10, B value 10, C value 10. Fine. Can't we display this 10, 10, 10 values in the same line instead of writing print 3 functions? 3 print functions I use here for display 3 values. Can't we use single print statement for displaying value? Yes, we can use single print statement. How it is? You can see A, B, C. Within the same single print statement, I'm using multiple values, 3 values I'm displaying. So 10, 10, 10. But look at this, the moment when we try to print these 3 variables in the print statement, so we got the output by using separator call, some space separator is there. Between each and every value, some space is there. This is called default separator. But sir, I want to provide a space between these three values, comma symbol I want to provide some space. Like separator should be a comma. How I can give the separator in between the values means there is an attribute called SEP equals to what? This is comma. Separator attribute is there. It is called attribute. So different types of attributes are there. So on the flow, according to topic, we'll explain that. Right now, I'm using this separator attribute because of I need to provide separation between these values in the output window by using comma. Let's execute this. Look at this comma separator is coming in the values, output values like 10, comma 20, 10, comma 10. Separator can be of anything, sir. Not only comma symbol. You can take separator like colon. I'm just taking colon separator, colon is correct. Or else if you want to give some space like this. So then space between each and every value. What separator do you want? You can provide like this. So this separator attribute equal to what? What separator? Comma separator I'm providing. Now this is comma separator. 10, comma 10, comma 10. Fine. So this is what assigning single value to multiple variables A, B, C. Okay. Yes. Let's comment this line. How to give this second line number 2 comment section means control /. In the last session, I discussed how to make comments in Python, control /. Let's include next option. We have seen it is the process of assigning a single value to multiple variables. But multiple assignment is also process of what? Assigning multiple values to multiple variables also. This we will look into. How to assign multiple values to multiple variables. So A, comma, B, comma, C equals to 10, 20, 30. Look at this. 3 variables, A, B, C, 3 values. So we are assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Okay, yes. So here it is not PEP standard. So when we place mouse pointer, it is saying like this, missing white spaces after comma. Okay, reformat the file, automatically it will be reformat. So A, comma, B, comma, C equals to 10, comma, 20, comma, 30. Yeah, this is multiple assignment. 3 values I am assigning to 3 variables, 10, comma, 20, comma, 30 like this. This is same, this is same. Orderly it will assign, sir. First order, what is this 10? 10 value goes to A, 20 value goes to B, 30 value goes to C. Okay, yes. For example, here I am using print statement, only one statement I am using print statement, A, comma, B, comma, C within the same line is going to be displayed. So I'm just comment this line again. I want to print each and every line separate. Print A, print B, print C. Okay. Wantedly, I'm taking 3 print statement now. A, B, C, I want to display into each and every value separate line. Let's run this. We got the output also clearly 10, 20, 30, 3 lines are there, line by line. But one more important thing, sometimes we have to use this expression also. Though I am printing these 3 variables in line by line, but still my output should be in the same line. Got my point? Though I am using these 3 print functions, 1 by 1 line printing purpose. Yes, we got this 1 by 1 line on 10, 20, 30, each and every value separate line, but my output should be still what? Same line only. But I don't want to use this one without using this one. Though if we have 3 print functions, but still how do we bring this output into same line means there is an attribute called end attribute, end equal to some space. Yes. Here also I'm using end equals to some space. So end attribute is used to make the values will display in the same line. It will not move towards the next line. So end with space. After printing a value 10, it is going to be provide some space. After that, the B value, same line only it will display. Now let's run this. Now you can see we got 10, 20, 30. Got it? Same line only. So A after some space, B after some space, end attribute I'm using, and C after there is no variable. That's what not required here. Okay, end attribute is not required at last value. Why? Because there is no C after there is no statement. If you use same, without using also same. Sir, can we go for separator here? End with separator? Yes, possible. Ends with separator. End attribute with separator, I'm giving comma. Same result will get. So this scenario is what? Though you are using multiple print functions, still you want to bring the output into same line, we use end attribute. Or else directly single statement, A, B, C, all three values we can display same. This will be same, this will be same. Got my point? This is called multiple assignment option, what we have. These are all most important fundamental concepts in Python. Everybody should follow that. Don't ignore this. If you ignore any one of these fundamental concepts, again, you will be trouble in upcoming session programmings, because that will be, yeah, obviously it will work. Asterisk or any character, it will work in between. So look at this, I'm using so what is that here? Hash I'm using. Here I'm using star. This is called end attribute, end with some symbol, special symbol. It's what, not a problem. It's a separator. It can be any separator. So these are the fundamental concepts. Don't ignore it. Okay. So it can be useful. Now coming to this data types in Python. So as I said that Python is a dynamically typed programming language. No need to specify any data type explicitly. Means as a programmer from our end, we are not going to supply any data type. But it doesn't mean that Python do not support data type. It's having a lot of data types. Okay. So we need to work on it. So what is exactly data type? Data type means just it is used to represent what type of data you are going to store inside the variable. That is called data type. Who will represent which type of data is going to store in the variable? Data type will represent. But as a programmer in Python, we need not to specify any data type. So based on the value, whatever the type of value you are going to assign to your variables, your variable will get automatically data type internally. Python will provide that variable data type because it's a dynamically typed language. But Python supports a lot of data types. Let's talk about that. First one is basic data types are there. Basic data types means commonly used data types in Python. And also sequence data types also there. Sequence data types, or these are all called data structures in Python. Data structures we can call it as. Excuse me. Sequence data types or data structures. First, let's look into basic data types. First basic data type is none. Second one is numeric. Numeric can be classified into few types: int, float, bool, complex. Then coming to the next data structures, the next all these are data structures. Third one is string. Fourth one is list, tuple, set, DACT, dictionary, range, bytes, byte array, frozen set. These are all complete data types in Python. As simple as that. Okay. So these are all data structures, like sequence types we can say, or advanced data types in Python, or sequence data types, or data structures also we can call it as. But these are all not data structures. These are simple data types and basic data types clearly. These are all basic data types. So let's begin with basic data type. One of our basic data type is none. None means what actually? First of all, none is a keyword. You know that how to get keyword list in Python. In the last lecture we discussed. Okay. So let's add one more new file to my project. So that is test3. I'm just writing test3. So in this test3, so look at this. I'm trying to get the keyword list. How to get the keyword list? You know that import keyword is the library, print keyword dot kw list. So import keyword, print keyword dot kw list. So once we run this one, right click on test3.py and run this. So we got this keyword list. Look at this, none is one of the keyword or not. Yes, I'm talking about this, but it is also a data type. So none type it is. So let's talk about none. So generally, when we go for none type, in the sense, the moment when we don't want to assign any value to the variable, sometimes we can declare the variable, but we don't store any value inside the variable. In that context, we can go for none. So for example, other programming languages like Java, .NET programmers, they use what? Null, N-U-L-L. If they don't want to store any value inside the variable, they'll use null. But in Python, there is no null. Null type is not there. Look at this. The moment when I write null, it's showing underlined red squiggly. So that means unresolved reference type. It will give errors, obviously, because null reference is not there. Name null is not defined. Instead of null, what we can say? None. Yes, it is valid. What is this? None. Means what? I don't want to assign any value to this variable right now. Okay, later I may assign later this. Instead of none, I can assign like this. But right now, at this moment, I don't want to store any value inside the a variable. What can I do? None I can do this. None means nothing is there in this variable. But sir, nothing is there in this variable means it doesn't mean like this only. This is not correct, because a is there, print a is there. So a is undefined, it is completely wrong. Name is not defined. So you must and should define whether value is not there. You can say none. If value is there, you can save the value like this. So that's what it is, none type. Do you want to know that type of a? What type is assigned for your variable a means none type is assigned. Python will assign for this variable a is what type actually? None type. Type of a is what type? None type. In case if you want to store any value, yes, we can store. This is what integer type now. Look at this. Our next data types are numeric types. Numeric classified into int, float, bool, complex. So first let's talk about int and float. Okay. Yeah. So right now we have integer type. If I say that 10.9 float type is decided, internally Python will assign the data type of this variable is what type? Float type only. Got my point? Yes. But we can also convert, sir. Typecasting mechanism is there. Typecasting means what? Converting from one data type to another. That is called typecasting mechanism. Converting from one data type to another is called typecasting. For example, here a value 10. It's an integer type. Okay, a value 10, it's an integer type. I would like to convert this a value 10 integer type to float type I want to convert. So you can see b equals to float of a. This is the conversion specification. Typecasting mechanism. So a variable is already declared. The value of this a is what? 10. This 10 is converting into what? Float. I'm just changing the data type. This value converted into float type. After converted, then it will stored into where? B. B is my other variable. Just try to print B and print type of B. Simple. Type of B. Once I run this, look at this. Initially, the value of a is what's up? 10. Integer type it is. After that, I just convert this a value 10 to float. Float value will be stored into where? B. We are printing float value 10.0 and type of B is what type it is? Float type. Just for confirmation whether it is floating converted or not. So we will get this confirmation. So we are converting from integer to float. Let's convert float to integer. For example, 10.9 is my initial value is float. But I would like to convert this float into integer. So here we have to mention what? Integer. So initial value of a is what? Float 10.9. This a floating value is converted into what format? Integer format and stored into where? B. So let's see this. 10.9 is converted after float to integer 10. It's very clear, straightforward. Now, if just observe, I'm telling one thing. Here I'm taking a. Here also I'm taking a. Here also I'm taking what? A. So look at this. In throughout the program, all variable names are A. Is this valid or not? Just type your answer in comments. Do you think is this valid in Python? So already A is declared 10.9. Again, I'm converting this A into integer type and stored them into again A only. Is this valid or not? Exactly valid. Obviously, yes. Thanks for your response. It's valid. The reason why, so Python is interpreted programming language. So every line is going to be executed as an individual. The moment when it's going to be execute this type of A here, so this A is coming from this 10.9 is coming from this A. This A is going to be shifted into another A. So for this new memory will be created for this. Two are different memory address. Got my point? So memory address, how to find me? Just I'm showing. Don't concentrate much more on it. So look at this print ID of A I'm taking here. ID is a built-in function to get memory address of this A. I'll talk about ID function in upcoming session. Don't worry. Just I want to show you. Print ID of A again here, this A. So look at this. Both A's IDs are different. Memory address are different or not? Yes. Look at this. This A ID of A means ID is a built-in function which is used to get memory address of the variable. This A variable got a different memory address. This A variable got different memory address. So though the variable names are same, memory addresses are different. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So this is typecasting mechanism from one data type to another data type, how to convert this. So simple logic here. Because in the next example, I'm going to use this typecasting mechanism. That's what I'm taking this example first. Okay, yes. But one more important thing. In this integer float, I need to discuss. So every time we are writing Python program here, and inside the program, just values I'm declaring, values I'm assigning to the variables. But so far, I didn't accept any values at runtime. Got it? So let me accept one value at runtime. See how to accept values, input values at runtime in Python. Every time I'm just declaring the variable and values I'm providing inside the program only, but I'm not at all accepting values at runtime. Let's try to accept the values at runtime. Test4 is my program name, another program. To accept values, blank between two result means we have to go for extra statements. Look at this, print. Here you can see print. Let's run this. So we have blank space. This is the blank space. It will jump into next lines. Or else we can use tab space also. Now, how to accept values at runtime is, let me show you. To accept values at runtime, just observe here. Name is my variable. Mohan is the name. Print, I can say the description, your name is, comma, name. Okay, but make sure that I'm not going to accept this value at runtime. I'm just giving this value inside the program only. The moment when we run test4.py file, look at this, your name is Mohan. But I want to accept this name as input. As input means from the user, we have to accept. So normally in C language, okay, just I'm comparing, printf is there. Printf is for output. Here also in Python, print is there. This is for output. What you want to display output statement, that is print. But in C language, to accept or to take values from user inputs, that is scanf. But in Python, we use what function? To accept values at runtime, input function is there. Look at this. These two are commonly used function. Print means output, what you want to display result values to the user. Input means what you are expecting values from the user. You are taking input values from the user. So input function is required. Input function inside, you can write your description, how the way you are asking the values. Enter your name, I'm asking. So look at this. This input function is for accepting values from the user at runtime. Runtime in the sense during the program execution time, what values you are providing, that values we can accept it. And after entering the value, that value directly stored into this name variable. I'm printing this name back to the user by using print statement. So simple program. Look at this here. We have to give input now. My inputs I'm giving here at the time of running time in the terminal window. The moment when we hit this, enter your name is what, sir? Mohan is there. So this is what accepting values at runtime. But just try to find this type of name. What type of this is? Type of name is what? String type, obviously, because we are entering what name Mohan. Mohan is what type? String type of. Fine. So this is the program, sir. Simple program. How to accept the values at runtime means by using input values. Yes. Let's go to other program now. Try to compare with this program. Test 5. A value 10. This is not input values. Directly values I'm giving inside the program. Adding two numbers. Print what actually? Sum is C. When I execute this program just for adding two numbers program, it is very simple program, sir. I'm just slowly I'm starting this program. So A value 10, B value 20, C value equal to A plus B, sum is 30. So 30 is not, it's not a big deal. But did I accept this values at runtime? No. Already directly inside the program, I have just provided values here, 10, 20. So let's accept this values also at runtime. Yes, we can also accept this values at runtime. How to accept this values at runtime? Just look at this input function. I'm using again input, enter first number. So I'm just asking from the user, enter first number, input function through. Next, I'm also asking like input, enter second number. Second number, I'm asking. Same program. In the previous program, look at this. What I am asking name, enter your name. Whatever we enter the name, that goes and that's stored into name variable. Same here also in testify. A value, I'm accepting first number by using input function. Second number also from the user. B, C equal to A plus B. Once I start run this testify, it's asking enter first number. Let's see, first number is 10. Second number is 20. So we are expecting the result is what? 30. But look at the result. Sum is 10, 20 is there. This is the problem actually. So what is the problem, sir, here? When we enter first number is 10, second number is 20. I included clearly the expression A plus B 10 plus 20 30. Yes, plus operator is there. It is going to add two values. But how it is added? Just 10, 20 added here. Here, what is happening here means the values, whatever we are providing input values at runtime, these numbers also treated as what format by default? String. So this is very important. By default, in Python program, when we accept any values at runtime, all the values will be treated as by default what? String format only. Okay, here two strings are adding, not two numbers. Got my point? Two strings are adding here, not two numbers. A string concatenation is happening here. So how do you know, sir? How do I know, sir, whether this is treated as string or not? Simply you can observe here. After A, you will come to know that type of A. So you'll get clarity. Now you can see type of B after B also. So because of this type of A, type of B, what you will get? You will get clarity. Whether it is your inputs are treated as string format or integer format, you will get clarity. Look at this. I'm trying to enter first number like 10. What is this? String. Even second number 20. What is this? String. So string plus string, string only. Even C value also string. We want just observe here. Type of C. Again string only, that is. First number, second number, both are string. Result is also string. Two strings are added. String concatenation is going to happen now. It's not arithmetic addition. Okay, what is the problem? Especially the values which will accept at runtime, that all values by default treated as what format? String format. But according to your convenience, you have to be convert from string to integer if you want to add integer numbers. So typecasting. Implicit typecasting is not possible. Means implicit typecasting means internally, automatically the string will be cannot convert into integer. We have to convert as a programmer. So just now I discussed how to typecast, means converting from one type to another type. So what I'm saying here, I'm just entering a variable value that is treated as string. This string I want to convert into integer. X equals to, I'm storing that into other variable, int of what? A. This is typecasting. So the variable a value, whatever we are providing value, that is string value is converting to integer. After converting, it's stored into a x only. Right now, after converting this a string to integer, x value are integer type. So do you want to know that? Just try to print type of x. It's integer type. Next, here also same type of b here. Y equals to what actually? Int of b. I'm converting this b string value into integer and stored into y. Y is an integer type. To know about this type of y, integer type. But make sure that we have to add here not a plus b. We have to add what? X plus y. Why? Because after converting, we are storing integer values into x and y. C equal to x plus y. So now this time we got this clarity here. Look at this. So first I'm inputting first number. First it is treated as string. After converting into integer, it's stored into x. After knowing type of x, it's an integer type. Let's see this 10, 20 I'm entering. 20 also treated as first string only. After converting the string into integer, it's stored into y. Y is what type it is? Integer type. So 10 plus 20, 30 we got or not? Final result is this one. This is the procedure. Only the values which will accept runtime, that is only treated as what? String. But when we give inside the program, no problem, because Python is a dynamically typed language. When we assign any value inside the program, based on the value, data type will decide internally. But here we are not going to include the values inside the program. During the program execution, we are accepting at runtime. Okay. So like this. Wait a minute. I'll try to show you. So look at this here, a value input, enter first number, b value type of a. But this, look at this, just to add two numbers. So is this to add these two numbers? Is this required to write 10 lines of code, sir? No. As I said that in Python introduction, Python is simple and straightforward programming language. Compared to other programming language, Python code is very less number of lines of code. But generally, to be frank, to add two numbers, this much of lengthy code, no need to write. Just for your understanding point of view, I included all these statements. Okay, so it's not at all required. So look at this. I'm just clearing all these values. Now here also all these values not required. So let's try to do this. C equals to a plus b. That's all. This is enough. So how to convert means, look at this. Here I'm doing conversion like this. Int of input of enter first number. So here I'm taking int of input of enter second number. So this is very simple code. So we are asking input value, input function through, you're asking values, first number. The number is by default treated as string. String immediately convert into integer and stored them into integer format a value. Here also input value second number and string value, that is string is immediately converted into integer and stored into b. So a plus b, that's clear, c value. So it's working fine, sir. Look at this, any number you can take, 23, 42, 65. Result is fine. But there is a problem now in this program. Just closely observe. What is the problem means? See, when I try to provide some float values are like 23.4 is there or 23.45. But you are converting into integer, no? Yes. So we are giving float, but you are converting integer. So look at this value error, invalid literal for integer with the base 10. Invalid return, because integer format, all base values are 10 base values will be accepted. Base value with 10. In 10 series, 10 digits. Invalid literal for int. Okay. So how to accept our float values? Suppose user wants to add one float, one integer. he wants to add two floats. He wants to add two integers like that. So better to use what conversion here? Float. So I'm using here float. Once I use float, now we can see if I use two float values, one float values, yes, no problem. Two float values are added. 23.56, 43.52 is added. Even one float, one integer, it's okay. One float, one integer, sir. One float value, one integer value. It's also okay. But two integer values, yes, it's also okay. Two integer values. But result is floating only. 24 plus 56, 80.0. So this is the better option here. So we can add two integers, two strings, two float, all the values we can add clearly. Yes, someone is asking like this. So can't we make int of a plus b? Yes, let's try with this example. Okay, let's go with another program. Test 6. Now he is saying like this. Here I'm giving input value directly. Enter num1. Okay, and b value, look at this, input of enter num2. After entering the values, look at this. He's saying like c equals to int of a plus b. So after adding, then result is what actually? Look at this, result is, or sum is, result is c. So let's run this now. We are converting that result value into integer. So I'm adding 10, 20. Now you can see result is 10, 20. Is that converted integer? No. Why? Because already these two strings are added here. Okay, this is string added here. So let's try with this one. Int of a plus what? Int of b. Now come to this point. If I try to use this one, 10, 20. Now you can see 30 is coming or not? Yes. Got my point? Your expression need to be changed, Mr. Atul. So int of a plus b not. After a plus b, you are trying to do integer, but already that was string, no? String value is holding that. That's what small changes are required. What we need to do here, first you have to accept num1. Anyway, it is going to store string only. That string is converted into integer separate. This string should be converted into integer separate. Finally, we are doing like this. This also possible. Instead of integer input, this also possible. So this program is okay. And this program is okay. Anyone is okay. As per your convenience. You can take actions, man. But that actions I can't show you right now because it's a exception handling process is there. Got my point? You can able to display clear messages while giving wrong entries also. You can stop them. How we can stop them? Exceptions we have to handle by using try catch implementation like that. Got my point? Just I'll show you simple example. Exception, that is somewhat advanced concept. Exception handling. Any value exception is there that we have to handle it and we have to say that. So we can keep this total block of inside the try block. If any code, any exception occurred inside the try block, then automatically except the block through, we can show the exception messages or we can show the proper exception message that we can restrict. I understand your question. You are asking you here in this program, for example, here integer conversion I'm doing. The moment when I run this float values, look at this, there is no restriction at all. Immediately it is saying error. Got my point? So I can see red color, this is exception. But how to avoid these errors means we have to handle the program with exception handling mechanism logical through only. Okay, that is different part. Fine. Next, these are integer, float, typecasting, everything what we discuss. How to accept values at runtime means input function. If inside the program values are already there means not at all problem. No need to convert here because inside the program what input values you are giving, that input values automatically will be treated as its own data type only. Based on the value, data type will decide internally based on that value. Why didn't change means int of a plus b, why it will change, man? So a is string, b is string, string plus string, string only. Total result is string only, 10, 20. See, already here, A value 10, no? Assume that here I'm writing why it is not changing. So if you are saying like why it is not changing, A value, you are entering 10, 10 value string. Okay, again B value string, you are entering string plus 20 value. Both strings are added. Already added means this result is there, no? This result is integer means what is? Same result only again. Got my point? Look at this. I'll show you why. Just observe here. So 10 is there, 20 is there, 10, 20 only. You will see that what is the type of C. Look at this. Again, I'm taking once 10, 20. After 10, 20, you are changing. That's integer only, correct? But already values are added. Okay. Got my point? Yes. So that's what here already the values are coming and add together A plus B 10, 20. 10, 20 is integer type only. Yes, it is. But I don't want after separately conversion and I need to make what? Integers only. This integer, both are adding. This is called arithmetic addition now. So it makes sense. This is arithmetic addition now. So this is about what actually? Data type conversion and specification. Yes. He's asking some more question here. What if the email is example nikon45@yahoo.com, which is having both list and string? What is list? It is a string only completely. It's a string. Now, next I'm talking about what? Other data type that is called bool. So Boolean is the commonly used data type. Again, bool will return either true or false. Anyone it returns are true or false only. Anyone. So look at this. How based on the condition bool return true or false only. Let me go with other program test 7. Suppose A value 3, B value 5, C equals to A less than B. I'm taking less than is the operator. In next session, I'm going to discuss operators also. Don't worry. A less than B is there. It's an operator. It's an operator actually. So when I try to print C, so A4, B5, 4 less than 5. Correct. 4 less than 5. Correct. So what is the C value? True value. Observe here. True will return. True. Yes. If I go for A greater than B, C value is what? False value. This is called Boolean. How do you know that? You just type it. Type of C, what type it is? C, Boolean type only. Look at this bool type. So false type is what? Bool type. Even true also type is what? Boolean type. So Boolean represent either true or true or false only. But most important thing is in Python programming, Boolean represent true value means 1. Okay, true represent what? 1. False means what? 0. True means 1, false means 0 here. True means 1, false means 0. Got my point? So let's see this type of C is what? Bool type. Now I'm converting this int of C. Look at this int of C. So C is the Boolean type, that is true. True, I'm converting into integer. I said that true means 1. So look at this 1 or not here. So here C value true. True means 1. Obviously, Mr. Naresh, it will give 2 values only. Because you have declared 3 variables and 2 values only you have assigned. Why don't it will give error? Error it will come. So variables and values need to be matched, no? As simple as that. Now coming to this here, I'm taking A greater than B. A greater than B means what? False. False means integer type is what? 0. So ultimately in Python programming, true represent 1, false represent 0, especially in Boolean. So look at this C value, result is false value. I'm converting that C into integer type 0. Type of C is what? Bool. Or else we can go through this one, sir. Just try to understand. True plus true. What it is? Result 2 only. because true means 1 plus 1 means one more 1. 2 result will come. You can see 2. Suppose true plus 9 or 8. This I am taking true plus 8. True means 1 plus 8 means what? 9. Result is 9. So if I say false plus 8, false means 0 plus 8 means what? 8 only result. So like this. So in Python programming, bool represent true or false, and also sometimes true we can indicate with integer format 1. True means 1, false means 0. Okay, so this is called Boolean expression here. Still we need to discuss complex and sequence data types also. This will be discussed in tomorrow's session clear. From here onwards we'll start with tomorrow. So your demo sessions are completed. This is the last demo. This is the 5th session we just completed. Do you wish to continue my lectures from tomorrow? You must and should enroll for this course before joining tomorrow's session. Only enrolled students will get a new link, that is GoToMeeting link. Okay, GoToMeeting link here. GoToMeeting link. So you'll get GoToMeeting link, only enrolled students tomorrow class. Please enroll for this course before going to. Timing will be same time. During Django class also same time. Not at all change. It's a fixed time. Total 4.5 months duration. It's a fixed time only. It will not be changed. And even those who are new to this session today, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, all I covered. Please, if you watch my demo session, you will get clarity. No, Zoom link will not provided, sir, because videos and notes also will be provided once your enrollment process complete. Once I will get mail IDs from DURGASOFT, I can start sharing my PDF, core Python PDF. Up to now, whatever I discussed, 5 videos, I'll share to your Google Drive. Okay. No, it will not start from tomorrow again. From here only it will continue. Again, it will not restart from basics onwards. And I strongly recommend those who are new to this session. Some students are saying that it is your first session. Just try to watch this videos playlist. You just go to YouTube. Okay, simply go to YouTube, and after going to YouTube, in the search box type DURGASOFT. DURGASOFT, you can type it in the search box. DURGASOFT. After that, you will be able to say Durga Software Solution YouTube channel. There you can find the playlist option is there. Playlist in this playlist you will find my videos. So recently what I said, look at this full stack Python tutorials by Mr. Mohan Reddy at 8 p.m. IST. 4 videos are there. This is the 5th video. Even this video also they will upload here mostly by today night. Total 5 videos you have. You can watch these 4 videos. Anyway, these 4 videos also you will get your Google Drive once your enrollment process is finished.
Sir, the recorded videos access will be how much months?
Lifetime.
Okay. Okay.
Like
and another thing is we will learn Python, Django, MySQL. These are independent entities. But in case of full stack Python, we should be able to do project. So will we cover that point?
That's also I said in demo lecture. In Django, total 2-3 projects we cover.
Okay, so web development projects we will be covering.
Yes.
And on Saturday we will be having 8 to 9 only.
Every day 8 to 9 only.
Okay. Okay. I thought on weekends we will have extra lectures.
Yes, weekends obviously we have extra lectures, but not now. When I feel that if it is not finished within the time duration like 4.5 months, then we will proceed with long lectures.
Okay. Because Matplotlib and Pandas is not mentioned in the course content.
See, that course content is a big problem for me. Okay, it was prepared long back, but that was not mine. But I'll come with my course content very soon. So I'll prepare that whatever I cover, all the listed items, I'll update into that website also. We'll see very soon. Okay. But I'll cover Pandas, Matplotlib, NumPy.
Yeah, that will be helpful.
Yeah.
And upcoming sessions will be held on Zoom only.
No Zoom. Tomorrow onwards, it is GoToMeeting. Short link will be there. That link will work once we receive link. 14 days we can use it.
Okay.
Zoom link only for demonstration for first 5 sessions.
Okay.
Once you finish first 5 sessions, then students who are attended my lectures 5 days, if they want, they should enroll. After that enrollment, only enrolled students will get the link. Otherwise, you should drop.
And we can right now enroll for Python, and then once the actual Django part starts, we can enroll for Django.
Sure. We can do it. You can do also, but you can see that same cost only again. If you
Yeah, same cost.
same cost, it will be. When I start Django REST Flask, then that batch fee structure is 7,000. But now only Python, if you join 5,000, almost same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If we combine, it will be the same. So that's
Yes.
okay.
We will send a link. You just wait, Mr. Mukesh. Okay. Tomorrow evening, I'll talk to my backend team, DURGASOFT backend team. Once I got the confirmation and once I receive mails, so obviously from tomorrow onwards, you will get everything from my mail only, alerts and everything. So meeting link, video sharing, material sharing from my mail only, you will get all students.
Sir, after this course getting complete, after if everything is done, so in any case, we want to contact you, and is it possible
Yeah,
for
please.
anything?
Obviously, it's possible. Okay, I can't discuss
Directly.
that in live lectures.
Okay.
Tomorrow onwards, once we change the link, no, obviously, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Okay, sir. Because in any aspect of life, we can go in for any type of critical condition, and we have to contact you.
Sure. No. Not only we are going to contact in upcoming session. Total all students, not only you, all students.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good
Sir,
evening.
I know some Python basics, sir. I want to join that Django and the Rust and UI technology, sir. It is possible to join that only that content, sir.
No. See, the thing is, this batch is started 5 days back. For them, for this batch, I have to complete Python core and advanced. After only, I should start with Django. So
I think one morning batch is going on with
one
you.
morning batch is going. My batch is going 6:30 a.m. morning. Django. Almost 15 sessions are over.
Can I continue with that, sir? By watching that videos.
You can continue, but you have to enroll for the course and ask to my team and backend team. They'll assist you how to enroll further. And I'll share that 15 videos and Django complete material also. You can go through that.
Okay, sir. How much the fees, sir? 7K, I think, sir.
Yes, obviously.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But make sure that you should have the Python knowledge strongly, man.
Okay, sir.
Unnecessarily, if you join again, you will get trouble. That is my big mistake, actually. Don't do that risk, okay? You should have the Python knowledge strong, then you can understand Django easily.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir, I have a question that we are going to cover Python core plus advanced, right? So core consists of, I mean, till which point core is there and from which point the advanced comes, like the Django and everything, these components come afterwards, right? Is it?
No, not right. Actually, there is no matter of core and advanced, but according to market scenario, we divide like that. But only Python is there. There is no core Python and advanced Python. Core Python means very basics like operators, data types, control flow statements, functions, data structures, modules. All these are under comes into core basic Python. Advanced Python means OOPS concepts, object-oriented programming, multi-threading, regular expressions, exception handling, file handling, decorators, generators, pandas, numpy, many more. These are advanced. And coming to the Django, REST framework, Flask, all are frameworks level.
So, sir, one more question on having that. I'm having experience of 7 years in big data, right? Hadoop, HDFS, everything. The thing is, I want to get introduced into the Python, or I want to have a job in Python corely. So will it be like my package? I mean, is it like concern of package? It can be increased, or on the same package I can get?
What you are looking only, see, from my end, you can get only Python lectures for 5,000. But you are looking for big data Hadoop, that is not my cup of tea, So you have
No,
to
no,
go
sir.
for
Actually, I wanted to ask that if I want to cover this Python plus, I mean, if I want to go into the Python programming,
Hmm.
now from if I want to switch, then the package effect would be there, or
Package
shall I
means
ask to the team?
what package? What package you are looking?
Package means how much I'm getting currently in my company. If I want to look for the other company, and if I want to switch into this Python, so will it be count?
You are asking job package, no?
Yeah, job package. Yeah.
It depends on company. It depends on how much experience you are putting up. So it depends on that.
So we'll be getting the chance to get a project also on Python, right? Here.
No. We don't get any project development. We will focus on Python level, completely application implementation level, not project level. Project means it will come under the Django, REST and all.
Okay.
Because
that is a framework, right?
that
So
are the
in
framework. See, only programming language, we can't do anything. Programming language supports like only coding part. But the designing part and frameworks part, you have to backend part. So many involvement is there in the project development.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so for that I should enroll for the framework part also. That is of 7K, right? Is it?
7K plus 5K, 12K.
Okay. Thank you.
Python full stack development, only Python is there. Two options are there.
Okay.
Python full stack, if you join 4.5 months duration, only Python core and advanced 45 days to 50 days.
Okay. And then full stack, it will be covered like Django also, right?
Not only Django, Python, Django, REST API, Flask, UI technologies, MySQL, SQLite 3.
Okay, then I'll connect to the backend team. I think I should connect to the people. Okay, thank you.
You better to watch my first video on YouTube channel, so you will get clarity.
Okay, thank you.
So the syllabus is quite good, but we'll be able to complete that in 4 months?
Obviously. I'll take care of that. That's my risk.
Because we are going to meet only for 1 hour daily.
No problem, because many batches I conducted. I'll cover it.
Sir, one question. After the enrollment, if we'll be able to download it to our local system for future reference.
What?
These videos, like after the enrollment, if we are joining the class and we are getting the videos, we'll be able to download it to our local system for future reference.
The downloading option I can't disclose right now. Tomorrow we'll talk about this. Okay.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Regarding this tutorial session, actually my question was like, suppose it's written that enter a number, and we are typing here Hyderabad or UPI anything. It will take no action. Like a underscore will blink in its own place, like that. The cursor will blink that place because we are entering these characters or numbers like thing. That my question. Is it possible for that? Only it will take the numbers on 0 to 9.
Obviously 0 to 9 only. If you are asking like multiple numbers and characters and special character, means there is a format like regular expression format is there. That you have to filter it. Like mail ID filtration, phone number filtration, that concept is there. That is regular expression. Validations, we can say that.
Okay, thank you.
So that's all for now. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow you cannot able to join on this link. Please get the link from DURGASOFT. You can contact DURGASOFT immediately for this new link. Have a nice time.
Sir, hello.
Tell me.
As you told, the Django classes were started and 15 days were completed.
Morning 6:30 a.m.
So now we can enroll it, sir, in the between.
Yeah, you can enroll, but why you are asking, I don't know. You are attending my Python sessions, but you are looking forward Django. But I think you have completed Python.
Yes, I completed Python and looking for Django, but there is no separate course. So that is I'm getting confusing.
Yeah, there is no separate course. Separate course will be there morning. One batch is going 6:30 a.m. But actually, that 15 days over. If you're really okay with that, you can enroll for that. Again, our backend team will support for that. But
Okay,
anyway,
sir.
whatever the you are missing session 15 days is there. No, in this batch you can able to cover. I will allow you later.
In this Python batch.
Yeah, no. After completion of Python, 45 days, I'll start Django for them.
Okay, sir.
Do we have class on weekends?
Monday to Saturday week classes. Sunday only holiday. Fine. Mr. Sanket, do you want to ask me anything? Okay. It's time to leave. Have a nice time. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.